Hey guys, me and Lils are back. Today we're going to be making some flan for you guys. So we posted this recipe on our Instagram stories a couple of days ago, and a lot of you guys were asking for a full recipe video. So we thought we would shell it out for you guys on YouTube in detail. We're going to start with the caramel sauce. So you're going to take 1/3 cup of sugar and you're going to add it directly to the pan. I'm using brown cane sugar, but you can also use white sugar for this. If you're using white sugar, it's a little bit easier to tell when your caramel is done because it turns amber. But I'll show you guys how to tell when it's done using this brown cane sugar. So you basically want to add 3 tablespoons of water to this, and you want to keep the temperature on low or medium. You want this to go slow and steady because if you go too fast, you can end up with like clumps or like a lumpy caramel, and we don't want that.
It's delicious.
It's good.
Lick it. You didn't lick it.
I can't. Mommy's fasting.
I think that thing is gonna get on fire.
So you'll know the sugar is done when it goes from bubbling kind of like this to more of a stronger simmer like this, and it'll start to thicken up a little bit. That's when you want to kind of stir it around, make sure there's no lumps in your caramel, and you want to now take it off of the heat before it gets too thick or clumpy. Then you want to go ahead and grab your ramekins. I'm using 4 pretty standard size ramekins, and I'm placing them in a larger bowl. And we're going to go ahead and disperse the caramel evenly in all 4 of the ramekins. And this sets really quickly, so you want to work pretty fast here, and you want to kind of just quickly spread it out so it's like even layer at the bottom of the ramekin. Okay, so now you're going to boil your cream and your milk. So you're going to go in with 1.5 cups of whipping cream. 1.5 cups of milk.
Another milk?
Yeah, pour it in. And 1 or 2% milk works best for this.
Cute, cute, cute. Can I mix it?
Yeah, you can mix it. So you basically just want to boil this. Like, as soon as it boils, you want to take it off the heat. So you just want to mix it around, make sure that both of the cream and the milk are combined together.
I think it's good.
Do you see the bubbles? And then as soon as you see it kind of starting to simmer, keep an eye on it because you don't want this to go into like a full-on intense boil. You want it to be just kind of a soft boil. And as soon as you see those like full bubbles start to form and you have a small boil going, you're done. Okay, as soon as you see that light boil, you just want to take it off the heat because that's all you need. Okay, you need a lot of eggs for this. You need 3 full eggs and 3 egg yolks. The egg whites you're gonna separate, and you don't need them for this recipe at all, so you can use them for like anything else. I'm gonna be doing a face mask with my egg whites later today. So now we're gonna grab a new bowl and we're gonna crack 3 full eggs into this bowl. And then in a smaller bowl, you want to just separate your egg whites and your egg yolks. You don't need the egg whites for this, so you're gonna add 3 egg yolks to your 3 full eggs. And you want to just quickly whisk it around, make sure that it's completely combined. And to this, you're going to add 1/4 cup of sugar. This recipe actually calls for 1/2 cup, but I find with the caramel sauce, it gets too sweet. So I kind of cut it in half and only use 1/4 cup. And then you're going to go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of vanilla essence to this. So now we're basically going to add our boiled cream and milk into the egg mixture, but you can't pour the whole thing in at once or you're going to end up with scrambled eggs. So we're going to pour a little bit at a time while we're still whisking to kind of temper it, and then you can combine it completely. So just add a few splashes at a time while you continuously whisk, and that'll slowly bring the temperature of the eggs up without turning them into scrambled eggs. Keep whisking. Okay, so if you want, you can go ahead and start pouring this into your ramekins now, but I like to strain this mixture before I add it into the ramekins just to make sure my custard is going to be like extra smooth and silky. You never know if there's still any lumps of like egg or sugar still in there, so it's nice to strain it because you'll know that it's like completely smooth and there's no surprises in there. All right, so see, it was a good idea that we strained it because you can see in the strainer there's like bits of egg and sugar that aren't going to be the smoothest in our custard. All right, so now we're just gonna pour the custard into the ramekins. So you guys can see as I'm pouring the custard in, the caramel is completely solidified at the bottom of the ramekins. Once this completely cooks, the caramel is going to go soft again. So don't worry about it too much. Just fill the custards up all the way to the top. So now we're going to get these into the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're going to go ahead and fill the outside bowl with some boiling water. And as soon as the water goes about an inch or so up, you're going to go ahead and cover the entire tray with foil, and you're going to let these bake for about 25 to 30 minutes. And as soon as they come out, you'll see these kind of went a little bit more gold than they usually do, but that's fine. You're going to let them cool at room temperature for an hour, and then you're going to cover them with some plastic wrap and make sure you get a really good seal on this so you don't get any moisture in here. All right guys, so it is the next morning. You can actually just refrigerate this for like 2 to 4 hours and it's good, it's set. But I ended up baking really late last night, so I left it in the fridge overnight. So now it's the next morning and I'm gonna just go ahead and take it out. And I know I made 4, but only one of them survived for the rest of this video. The kids and Ken ate all of them. So what you're gonna do is basically take a knife and you're gonna go all the way around the corner edge of the flan, okay? You're gonna put your plate upside down on the flan and you're gonna just give it a quick flip. And you're just gonna give it a tap and ignore the tag on my dish. I got these dishes for Christmas and this is my first time using them and I didn't take the tag off. All right. Yummy! So you can eat this with anything. I've seen it being eaten in the weirdest ways. I like using berries on top of mine, so we're gonna go ahead and kind of place some blackberries and some raspberries kind of all the way around. You have the first bite? Want it? All right guys, that is it for our flan video. I really hope you guys enjoyed our recipe. If you have any other requests for recipes that you guys want to see, make sure you leave it down below in the comments. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. What should I eat first? Should I eat this or should I eat the foot? I think I'm gonna eat the foot first.